Hello and welcome back to the Pittsburgh Sports Report. I'm Nick Frost and we're here reporting for the U.S. Steel Game of the Week series. In Week 6 we head to the Wolverena, where Woodland Hils tried to defend their home turf against the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. Let's go to the action. The Wolverena played host for the U.S. Steel Game of the Week, where our very own Taylor Duncan handed the check to the vice principal and superintendent for Woodland Hils. The Wolverena is a very historic stadium, hosting greats of the past like Shawntae Spencer, the former 49er, and Jason Taylor, the former Dolphin.
All right, Wolverena, put on your shop shoes
And that's junior tight end Josh Zinsmeister with a 20-yard catch to keep the first drive alive for the Highlanders. And that's followed up with a Doug Atulva pass for 25 yards to Luke Smorey for the touchdown. And what a catch it was. Making the score 7-0 Baldwin. Miles the Magic Man Sanders pulls a Houdini as he's gobbled up in the middle, then falls down 15 yards down the field into the red zone. Woodland Hils continues driving into the red zone by using Miles Sanders and junior running back Art Tompkins through a combination of passes and runs. And finally, the sophomore Miles the Magic Man Sanders puts the ball into the end zone using the extra effort and the reach across the end line. And after the scoring drive, Woodland Hils defense holds strong as they continue to stuff the running game of Baldwin. But this defensive effort isn't enough as the pass is caught off of a miracle deflection and a touchdown for Baldwin. On the following drive, the Wolverines have a big pass play to Chris David to cap off a huge drive ending in the end zone. To start the half, Baldwin continues to drive on Woodland Hils, and then the U.S. Steel turning point of the game happens, as senior Chris David makes the interception. On the ensuing possession, the Magic Man makes a big cut and runs right up the middle to gain 30 yards for the Wolverines. And the drive is capped off by another run up the middle, this time by the big bruising fullback. And a jet sweep called from inside their own 30-yard line is handed to Miles, the Magic Man Davis, and he breaks free to the outside. It's a foot race, and he could go all the way for 6. Lead of the game at 42-14 Woodland Hils. But Baldwin Highlanders just will not give up as they score another touchdown in the fourth quarter. Baldwin takes a last gasp effort at trying to catch up, and the Hail Mary is picked off. This one by Mike Nash as he tries to take it back and gets past the 50 before being taken down by a lot of Baldwin players. And as the clock expires, the game ends 42-21, Woodland Hils winning the homecoming game. Let's go to Taylor with an interview with winning coach and athletic director George Novak.
You get a win in front of your homecoming crowd. How does it feel to get this win in front of your alum that came back?
It's always good to have a win, especially for homecoming. But, Baldwin has a good football team. They came to play and, they made a game of it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the tradition here with the Wolverines and the Wolverena?
Yeah, we don't lose a lot of games here, but, when we do, it's usually against a really good opponent. And, we've had a lot of great players come through here. 12 guys made it into the NFL, over 100 Division I football players. So we've had a lot of guys come through our program and do pretty well.
You've won 4 straight now. How do you feel about this team heading into the remainder of the season?
Well, we made a lot of mistakes tonight. I hope, homecoming, sometimes they think more about the homecoming game or dance and that than the game. But we made a lot of mistakes. But against a good team, you can't do that, and they capitalize. So we're getting better in a lot of different areas, and you can see Miles Sanders, he's pretty good.
Thanks, Taylor, and thank you for joining us. Join us next week as we head to Ringgold, where they defend their home turf against Elizabeth Forward.